Hello and welcome to Long-Haired Yeti's Cave, as we're going to delve deeper and just see the impressions of a game called Worshippers of Cthulhu. This is Keep It Real Gaming, and so yeah, we're going to have a look at this game. It's more of like an impressions. I've been playing it quite a bit. So we're going to have a quick look at it. Let me just put some sounds on because I didn't want it to affect the audio at the start of the video. So I'll just put some sounds on there as well and then just explain a little bit about it. And so basically I'm going to continue from my save game, but I can still kind of explain everything as I go along. It starts off, you get shipwrecked on an island, and it's basically obviously all about Cthulhu and worshipping Cthulhu. As has already been said by another certain person, you know, the fact that you have to keep your villagers happy and stuff like that, I'm not quite sure where Cthulhu would be bothered about that. But then again, I don't know if he'd be that bothered about receiving wooden carvings either, really, but you know, game's a game, I suppose. So, basically, when you start the game, you are... Why is there no sound on? That's alright. When you start the game, you pretty much start with this building here, yeah, and then you've got to build the roads, and you'll get so many different quests as well. Because you, in order to get the open the things up in this chart here, for the Eldritch Favor, and there's so many quests on that. I'll show you as I go through anyway. But yeah, you pretty much start with this building here. Then you've got to go for like a builder's shack and put the work, and you keep having to put the workers in there. You'll probably have to put workers from who do different jobs first of all, but there's a nice little gadget to be able to sort that out. You then get a lumberjack and a lumber mill. Yeah, and you fill those people up. As you can see, I got 2 in there right now, so the production is quite good. You will all of a sudden at times get this like thing above this yellow eye. Yeah, basically what that's telling you is because your warehouse is full of these items, these things are not working, or the lumberjack's not working. So all you do is you just go to here, you create a carving for Cthulhu, and that'll use your resources up and make it where it frees it up for everything to be used again. Every time you get villagers coming in, you get the you have to make the houses. But in order to make the houses, you've got to make sure that they're happy with everything. Whereas if you look at that there, you got 100% of the re-educator, which is these purple buildings here. You got corn cooker or whatever. You got clams, you got robes, and then you've got these temples, which are these here. Biggest issue I've found with the temples and all that is there's times where you put an house somewhere and it just doesn't catch it, and it just makes no sense whatsoever, and you've got to delete it because otherwise your worker's not going to be happy and you're not going to be getting the right kind of fanaticism from them. Not quite sure on the keeping them happy mechanic. I can see it's done for the game sort of thing, but it's just one of those things. But as you carry on, as you keep doing your missions and things like that, as you get your resources, you can pretty much go into here, which this will be like your second or third thing that you'll make, this ritual building, and basically just complete the ritual on that. Cthulhu will come up, grab the thing. I can't actually do it at the minute, or I can actually look at the begin ritual. So if you're going to do it and you want to sort of get your buildings working again and you want to get rid of some resources, basically just create another carving. Just keep creating the carvings, and they will actually, what they will do is they'll fill up your Eldritch Favor. yeah, and your Eldritch Favourite will allow you to sort of make different things, as you can see on here: sacrifice altar, the beacons, and the ancestor altar, which I'll show you in a second. But you'll also be able to make these things, which you'll get workers for. Workers are arriving on the island sort of all the time. Another thing I find a little bit weird about the game, to be honest, is basically you're supposed to, you get a mission. Oh, I'm getting attacked. You get a mission where you're supposed to sort of do this beacon to get more people coming in. Now, I mean, if you look up there, look, I've got 40 already. I've got 40 people who's not even housed yet, you know. So, I mean, that to me, just, I do think it's a bit weird. I mean, I know you want as many followers as you can, but, you know, it just seems a bit weird. But if you, as you carry on going, you'll end up with better things and be able to make better things, and you get different missions to open up all these kind of things in this table. You'll also get this, which is quite interesting, the ceremonial altar. Yeah, where basically, if you've got, say, if you've got like 3 people who are doing the corn, and one of them's not corn, no, his speciality's not corn, his speciality's something else, you can do this lovely little thing here, which is basically you can sort of get the person, and you can get carvings. So you look at a book of symbols, and like, say, he's he was ale and brewery, sorry, and I want to turn him into, say, smeltery, yeah. So I just click that. That's the marking I've got to make in his back, and then we just get carving away basically. And all you do is just carve it away like this. I do normally get this wrong, to be honest, but hopefully not. And it rips a massive hole in his back and turns him into a different kind of worker. Now let's see if that's actually worked. Yeah, and now he's that instead. So if I choose that, I can choose that one or the tomato paste press, which I haven't opened up or anything yet. But I'm going for the smeltery. So now I can actually use him for that instead. And like I say, the locations of a lot of the things are a little bit strange, and some of them don't work at times. I can't, like this for instance, I've got the iron mine. I've got the iron mine full of iron miners, yeah. And then I've got the production things alongside. I'm probably making a mistake here, but for some reason, none of them are working. And yeah, little things like that are like, you know, I'm not quite sure how you sort of deal with that. But it is like an impressions, it is an impressions video at the minute. Get that carbon sent in there as well. And also you get these pillars as well. More pillars you have, the more monsters you can actually have, because you can actually oh fucking hell, I'm getting walloped here. You can actually where's me missile defense bloody things? Well, it's going to take that long to make it. It probably killed me by the time I make it. Right, so he's going to blow my house up, obviously, and this is the first time I've actually seen the boats actually attacking the shore, which is actually good to see, because I did wonder whether that was actually going to be part of the game or not, so obviously it is. They've actually got rid of my sacrificial altar, which you put on the side here, which I'll show you now, because I'm going to put another one up, as being as they've got rid of mine. Where is it? Where is it? Is that it there? Yeah, that thing there. So basically, when you've got enough villagers, because you'll get a lot of villagers that do the things that everybody else does, so you don't really want them. So basically what you can do is you can go to this summoning site, which is not being constructed yet, but basically you click it, you sort of sacrifice 2 villagers. You've got to have so much fanaticism as well. You've got to have that in order to be able to summon these monsters. The monsters run out over time, Their health will just run down all the time as they're out. You know, that could do with looking at as well, I think, personally. But the monsters are pretty cool, I suppose. I don't know why you can't have ships and all that kind of thing, but I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. Also, another thing as well, every now and then you'll get a marker above this building here in the centre, yeah? And if you click on it, you'll basically get something coming from the villagers, like, oh, we've found an hole, what should we do with it? Cover it up, and obviously there'll be various things that you can actually, there'll be various rewards or consequences for which decisions you can tend to go for. So, yeah, I mean, like I say, the only sort of, like, things that's got me a little bit with this is at times things just stop working and I don't get it. You'll set all these things up with the houses and there'll be one house that's like there, let's say. It's got to be touching the road. They've all got to be touching the road, which I get. That's fine. That's understandable. But you can have a road behind here going, say, from there to round there and have a building there, and it will look like it will cover them all, but it won't cover that one. So, yeah, there is a lot of times where you end up, like, creating a building and then getting rid of it straight after. So, yeah, that's not really ideal. This is another island that I went on to, which I attacked and took out and things like that. So, that's sort of building different things, and it's got different things on the island with sandstone, and you've got coal over here, and a load of other different parts. So, that gives you 2 islands to actually work with. There is quite a lot of islands on the actual game map. So, I mean, as I say, this is pretty much just impressions. Also, the further you get, you will get to ascend. You will get to ascend workers. What the hell's that? Yeah, you'll get to ascend the workers. Yeah. Now, the ascend workers is a bit weird because it's like if you ascend a worker, you'll notice his house improves massively. Like, say, let's just zoom in on here. The zoom in's pretty cool as well. So that's an ascended house, yeah. But as you can see, the ascended house now needs more things to be satisfied. They're going to want a library, they're going to want a cemetery, they're going to want bottled milk, and they're going to want idols, yeah. So the thing is, with a cemetery, that's going to be something you're going to have to build and find a space to build. Which another thing is, like, that means I've got to sort of rearrange a lot of my buildings and stuff like that. I'm not sure if you can actually pick up the ascended houses and put them in one section on their own and things like that. But if they get ascended, it means they can become cow farmers and things, which I think's a little bit weird have to be ascended to become a cow farmer. But here you go, got one of these things now. So basically, a young woman disappears in the woods. The search party finds her with a visible late-term pregnancy belly sticking out, impossible as she was bare just days before. She yells that she has bestowed with the gift of the gods and cradles her overgrown pale green and oddly twitching belly. Right, okay, so like you say, you got consequences, so you protect the woman till the term that is approaching rapidly. Consequences will be 10 fanaticism, and you'll get 1 homeless person. Or you banish the woman back into the woods, which, this is another thing I've not mentioned yet. That will test Cthulhu's patience, because he's really don't like that kind of thing. I don't know why. 10 clams, and you'll get 10 cooked corn. So I mean, I'm going to go with that one anyway. The one thing I do quite like, 'cause I've never been a big fan of like timed games. If you let this decline thing, this is like Cthulhu's if he's happy with your meter, yeah. If you let that go down to the bottom, which I did do the other day, yeah. I find it quite disappointing, because all that happens is it's just game over. Now, I would have liked to have seen him come flying out here and just kick the fuck out of everybody and just decimate everything and kill everybody, basically. But You know, it doesn't do that. It's just game over. What I do like, though, is they've got this button here, stop declining. So you can actually take that out of the game altogether. Which I like, because I'm not much for timed games. I've never liked the time game thing. This is Age of Fanaticism. And the further you go, sort of the more things you'll get, like more zeal and all that kind of thing. Swim speed for your horrors that you create and everything. Followers arriving, there'll be more of them as well. So everywhere you go on this, it just makes things better for you and makes it a bit more of an easier ride. I'll show you now on the summoning. I think I've pretty much covered most things now. Right, so you need 20 blood drinkers for the summoning. You need 2 people that's just right. So I mean, look at it. That person's 50. Yeah. So their zeal is not that great, to be honest. I mean, do I sacrifice her? Do I fuck her up? I don't know. Yeah, fuck it. We'll fuck her up. Right, so she's crying because she's gone on the chopping block, and we'll get rid of that one as well. And then basically the guy just comes out, starts doing his dooley loolies or whatever the fucking hell it is, and ends up turning into one of the beasts. And then you have that beast to be able to attack the islands or attack the ships or pick these things up. Bit strange that using these like big fucking nasty looking beasts to pick fucking boxes up, but you know, that's just the way it is, I suppose. Bit odd. I mean, I'd have thought it might be better just to have like a supply boat that you could send out or whatever. You know, you won't even pick that one up. Right, hold up. You got to keep clicking him as well. If you don't keep clicking him, he won't do jack shit, to be honest. I mean, they are updating this every now and then. I mean, they are working on it quite a bit, to be quite honest with you. And like I say, this is pretty much just a impressions. I'm quite impressed with it. I like the look of it. I don't think they've really sort of gathered the Cthulhu theme and all that kind of thing. As has already been said, the fact that you're having to keep people happy, I'm not quite sure that's in Cthulhu's fucking CV, to be honest with you. But I don't know, Macaulay would probably tell you a bit better, because he probably knows a little bit more about it than I do. I mean, I played the game ages ago, the really old one. It was a good game as well, that was, the Cthulhu game on PC. And, right, so yeah, guys, this is Worshippers of Cthulhu, yeah? And make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the subscribe. On 303 now, so everything is going well. If you got any comments, leave them in the comments section. If you've been playing the game, things that you think, you know, things that I may not have covered or anything like that, then drop those opinions in there as well. But yeah, Worshippers of Cthulhu. I'm Long-Haired Yeti, and this is Keep It Real Gaming, and have a good day, guys. Take it easy. See you later.